Evelyn had always dreamed of a perfect life. She imagined a cozy home filled with laughter, love, and happiness. But her reality was often different. At 35, she was a schoolteacher in a small town. She loved her job, but her personal life felt incomplete. Friends and family often asked when she would settle down. Each question reminded her of her longing for a partner. One rainy afternoon, Evelyn sat in her favorite cafe, sipping a warm cup of tea. She looked out the window and watched raindrops race each other down the glass. That was when she noticed him, a man sitting alone at a nearby table, absorbed in a book. His name was Harry. Harry was different from anyone she had met before. He was kind and approachable, with a gentle smile that lit up his face. Evelyn felt a spark of interest. Summoning her courage, she decided to strike up a conversation. "Is that a good book?" she asked, her heart pounding. Harry looked up, surprised. "Yes, it's fascinating. It's about the power of kindness." Evelyn smiled. They talked for hours, sharing stories and laughing together. Evelyn found herself drawn to Harry's warmth and sincerity. He listened intently, making her feel special. By the end of the day, she felt a connection she hadn't experienced in years. As weeks turned into months, their friendship blossomed. Harry became a constant presence in Evelyn's life. He would surprise her with flowers, help her with her garden, and even join her for school events. Each moment spent together deepened her feelings for him. One evening, as they walked through a park, Evelyn turned to Harry and said, "You know, you make me feel like I can be my true self." Harry stopped and looked into her eyes. "You are amazing just as you are, Evelyn. You deserve to be happy." Those words melted her heart. They stood in silence for a moment before Harry took her hand. "I have something to tell you," he said, his voice steady. "I think I'm falling in love with you." Evelyn's heart raced. "I feel the same way," she admitted, her voice barely a whisper. From that day on, they were inseparable. Harry became her perfect partner, supporting her dreams and ambitions. He encouraged her to pursue her passion for teaching and helped her organize events at school. Evelyn felt more confident and alive than ever. Yet, as their relationship deepened, so did Evelyn's worries. What if Harry wasn't as perfect as she thought? She began to notice little things that made her doubt. Sometimes, he would forget plans they made, or he would be late for dinner. She tried to brush it off, but doubts crept in. One night, while watching a movie at home, Evelyn turned to Harry. "Do you believe in the idea of a perfect partner?" Harry paused, considering her question. "I think nobody is perfect, Evelyn. We all have flaws, but it's how we treat each other that matters." His words gave her comfort, but the doubts lingered. She began to wonder if she was expecting too much from him. Was she looking for a fairy tale instead of appreciating the love they had? One sunny Saturday, Harry surprised Evelyn with a picnic in the park. He had prepared her favorite sandwiches and brought a beautiful blanket. They laughed, ate, and enjoyed the sunshine. It felt perfect, but as they talked, Evelyn couldn't help but voice her concerns. "Harry, sometimes I worry that you don't care as much as I do. You forget things that matter to me." Harry looked taken aback. "I didn't mean to hurt you. I care about you more than anything." "I know, but I just want to feel like we're on the same page," she said, her voice trembling. He took a deep breath, his expression serious. "Evelyn, I'm not perfect, and I can't always meet every expectation. But I promise to try my best for you." Tears filled her eyes. "I don't want you to change who you are. I just want us to communicate better. Then let's work on that together," he said softly. "I love you, and that's what matters." From that day, they made a conscious effort to communicate openly. They talked about their feelings, fears, and hopes for the future. Slowly, Evelyn began to see that Harry was perfect for her in his own way. One day, as they walked through the same park where they had their picnic, Harry suddenly stopped. He looked nervous, fidgeting with something in his pocket. "Evelyn," he said, "I have a question for you." Her heart raced as he got down on one knee. "Will you marry me?" Evelyn gasped, covering her mouth in shock. Tears of joy filled her eyes. "Yes, yes, of course." Harry slipped a simple, elegant ring onto her finger. In that moment, all her doubts faded away. She realized that perfection wasn't about being flawless, it was about love, trust, and the willingness to grow together. Their wedding was a small, beautiful ceremony surrounded by family and friends. Evelyn wore a lovely white dress, and Harry looked handsome in his suit. As they exchanged vows, Evelyn felt a sense of peace wash over her. She knew they would face challenges, but together, they could overcome anything. As the years passed, their love deepened. They shared dreams, built a home, and supported each other through life's ups and downs. Harry remained the same kind and caring man Evelyn had fallen in love with. He listened when she spoke, celebrated her achievements, and held her close during tough times. Yet, like any couple, they faced difficulties. They learned how to navigate disagreements and differences in opinion. There were moments of frustration and misunderstandings, but they always returned to the core of their love. They had learned that being perfect together meant accepting imperfections. One evening, after a long day at work, Evelyn came home exhausted. She found Harry in the kitchen, trying to make dinner. It was a disaster, smoke filled the air, and the pan sizzled loudly. "What happened?" she asked, half laughing, half concerned. "I thought I'd surprise you with a nice dinner," Harry replied sheepishly. "But it seems I'm no chef." Evelyn chuckled, the warmth of his effort making her heart swell. "Let's order pizza instead. It's the thought that counts." They sat on the floor, sharing pizza and talking about their day. In that simple moment, Evelyn realized that this was her perfect life. It wasn't about grand gestures or flawless days. It was about love, laughter, and being there for one another. As they grew older, they faced new challenges, job changes, health issues, and the everyday struggles of life. Each challenge tested their bond, but together, they found strength. They learned that love is not just a feeling but a choice they made every day. Years later, sitting on their porch, Evelyn looked at Harry. They had built a life filled with memories, and she felt grateful for every moment. "Do you remember when we first met?" she asked, smiling. Harry laughed. "How could I forget? You were so brave to talk to me. And you were so kind," she replied. "I knew right away you were special." "Evelyn," he said, turning serious, "you are the love of my life. I may not be perfect, but I promise to always try my best for you." Tears of joy filled Evelyn's eyes again. She took his hand, feeling the warmth of their shared journey. "And I will always support you, no matter what." In that moment, she understood that the perfect husband wasn't about being flawless. It was about being there for each other, facing life together, and growing hand in hand. Their love was perfect in its own way, and that was enough. As the sun set, casting a warm glow around them, Evelyn leaned her head on Harry's shoulder. She felt content, knowing they had created their perfect life together. A life filled with love, laughter, and countless cherished memories.